Honorable Jody McKay, Honorable Jeff Lee, MP, Honorable Julia Fain. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Sydney Olympic Park Authority, Mr. Craig Moore, and Operations Manager, Sydney Olympic Park Authority, Mr. John Ferguson. I would also like to welcome Mr. Shahizaman Tito, contestant of the last federal election from Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our distinguished guest on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another dignitary with us, Mr. Ray Williams. We already called. I would like to call Honorable Jihad Deep on stage as well. Everyone. I called everyone from Sorry.
You're just
I would also like to invite Mandy Weeks from SBS. Thank you, honourable guests, and thank you, honourable guests. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon Mandy Weeks from SBS to give her speech. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land that we're celebrating on tonight and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I'd also like to thank you for inviting us all to come along and share in this wonderful occasion. I've been coming to the Boishakhi Mela now for a number of years, and I really think every year it gets bigger and it gets more vibrant. And of course this year is extremely special in terms of being the Jubilee year. And I'd very much like to congratulate Sheikh Hock and the Bangla Council for their enormous contribution to the community here in Australia over the past 25 years by putting on this festival every year. Hopefully you're all familiar with SBS Bangla radio program. We've been serving the community now for more than 40 years. And for us, it's about making sure that everybody feels at home here in Australia by providing news and information about life here in Australia. It's also about talking about our challenges, celebrating the successes, and ensuring that everybody has a voice. SBS Bangla has grown with the community over the past 40 years. After the 2011 census, we more than doubled our service to the community on radio. And we're very much looking forward to seeing the census results for 2016 when they're released next month. And I think we would all agree that we're expecting that the Bengali community in Australia would have continued to grow and prosper over the last 5 years. Last year, SBS Radio and the Bangla program was awarded the Bunga Award from the Council, and I would like to thank again the Council for that award, a prestigious award, and it was a huge privilege for the program to receive the award and for the executive producer Abu Arafin to be honoured in this way and their dedication. And tonight the SBS Bangla program is out there. We have a stall. We've been broadcasting nationally tonight, so I really do hope you stop by and say hello to the team from SBS. So from the SBS family to your family, I wish you great health and happiness for the year ahead. Shubho Noboboso.
Thank you, Mandy, for your valuable speech. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon Mr. Shahizaman Tito, contestant of last federal election from Watson, on stage. Thank you.
What is that?
Shubho Noboborsho.
What is that?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor and privilege for me to be here with you all in this wonderful occasion. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to say a few words. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodian whose ancestral land where we gather today, and pay my respect to the Aboriginal elders past and present. I also extend my respect to the Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islander peoples' unique cultural and spiritual relationship to the land, water, seas, and the rich contribution to the society. Secondly, I would like to acknowledge all dignitaries present here in this wonderful occasion. Festival and celebration are a fantastic way to learn about culture and share with other cultures. Many years ago, we left behind our beloved country Bangladesh and came to this great country Australia. But we did not leave behind our culture and heritage. Since we relocated to Australia, we have been trying to engage in the promotion of cultural exchange between the two great countries, Bangladesh and Australia. This Boishakhi Mela is a testimony to this end. Before I conclude, I would like to say a few words in Bangla. আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানে আয়োজকদেরকে আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি, স্পেশালি বঙ্গবন্ধু কাউন্সিলের কর্ণধার জনাব শেখ শামীম ভাইকে এবং ওনার টিমকে, যাদের পরিশ্রমের বিনিময়ে আজকের এই এত বড় অনুষ্ঠান বিগত 25 বছর যাবৎ আয়োজন করে আসছেন। আমরা যারা প্রবাসে অস্ট্রেলিয়াতে বসবাস করি, আমরা প্রত্যেকেই বিভিন্ন চিন্তাধারা হতে পারি, ভিন্ন ভিন্ন রাজনৈতিক মতাদর্শের হতে পারি, কিন্তু কমিউনিটির বৃহত্তর স্বার্থে আমাদের সবাইকে এক এবং একতাবদ্ধ হয়ে কাজ করতে হবে। ভুলে যেতে হবে সকল ভেদাভেদ, পরিহার করতে হবে সংকীর্ণত মানসিকতা। আসুন আজকের এই 25তম বৈশাখী মেলার দিন আমরা প্রতিজ্ঞাবদ্ধ হই, আজ থেকে আমরা ঐক্যবদ্ধভাবে কাজ করব, এমন একটি শক্তিশালী প্ল্যাটফর্ম তৈরি করব, যেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম থেকে আমাদের নতুন প্রজন্মরা অস্ট্রেলিয়ার সর্বোচ্চ জায়গায় পৌঁছাবে এবং আমাদের জন্য সম্মান বয়ে নিয়ে আসবে। এই স্বপ্নগুলো আমাদেরকে এখন থেকেই দেখতে হবে এবং এই স্বপ্নগুলোকে কার্যকর করার জন্য এখন থেকে আমাদের কার্যক্রম গ্রহণ করতে হবে, কেননা স্বপ্ন তাদেরই সত্যি হয় যারা স্বপ্ন দেখার মতো সাহস রাখে। ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।
Thank you, Mr. Zaman, for your beautiful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to call Honourable Jihad Deep, State MP from Lakemba. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And of course, everybody, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land and pay my respects to elders past and present. And there are many of my colleagues who are behind me who will be acknowledged, and of course they'll say a few words, and they're here representing our leaders. It's really important to keep our speeches very short today because this is actually a celebration of our community. And we're here for one very important reason, that's to celebrate our Bangladeshi community and the Mela as well, the Boishakhi Mela. And to Sheikh Haq and all of the committee, this is about bringing everyone together. Now, every single year, we hear for 25 years, this organisation has brought a community together to make sure that we celebrate the very, very best of our modern multicultural Australia. An Australia where it doesn't matter where you were born, it doesn't matter what colour you are, what religion you have, all that matters is that you're a contributor to our great nation. And today we're here celebrating with you and enjoying this. And once you finish from here, I'll invite you to go outside and enjoy all of the company, all of the colours and all of the vibrancy. Our Australia is better because of every single contribution that people make. And I'm very lucky that in Lakemba there's an enormous Bangladeshi community and they make our community better, as everyone makes our Australia better. So for tonight, I want to wish you all the best and wish you all the very best for the year ahead, and of course wish you a Boishakhi Mela. Bye.
Thank you, Jihad, for your wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome Nicholas Stokes, CEO of Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. It is my pleasure to be here representing Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation. And I too would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I'd like to acknowledge all of the ministers here this evening, esteemed guests and ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honour for us to be here this evening. And this is because in some early conversations I had, I really believe that we have so much in common. We have a belief that if we look after children, that we then look after the family, and then the family looks after the community. And I know that this community holds that thought very dear in their hearts also. It is all about the health of our children, is the health of our family, our community and our nation. And that's why the foundation exists, to make sure that all children from New South Wales, whenever they need our hospital, we are there for them. What is also really important about our hospital in particular is obviously not only Sydney do we serve the entire state. And so when a parent comes and needs us and needs their sick or injured child to be looked after, it doesn't matter how poor or how rich they are, it doesn't matter where they come from or who they are. We make sure that their child will get the very best care every time they need it, because every child has the right to health care and the opportunity to live their best lives. So I no doubt that as we work more and more closely together, this community, will continue to make a positive impact in the ever-increasing numbers of children and families who need our hospital. So thank you very much, and very best wishes for this new year, which I understand is the 25th celebration of this event. And I've also been told that not only is it the biggest, it's the best run outside of Bangladesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicola. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Sorry, before I do this introduction, I must say we all know that we've been in Olympic Park and doing this festival for the last 11 years, and this is our 12th year. And in these 12 years, it's the first time the CEO of Sydney Olympic Park Authority is here with us. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Craig Moore, CEO of Sydney SOPA. Thank you.
Well, welcome to Sydney Olympic Park for the 12th consecutive year. It's always a highlight on our calendar, and without doubt, amongst one of the most colourful events we hold here each year. Over the years, the festival has grown from relatively humble beginnings to what is now definitely the largest community cultural festival that we hold here in the park, and I believe the largest such festival anywhere in New South Wales. That's a terrific achievement, and it reflects very well on the Bengali community and the organisers of this event. Sydney Olympic Park sits here in the middle of the most multicultural area in Australia. Some 45 different communities reside in the areas that surround the park. No matter what the origin of those communities, they all make good use of the park as a place to play, to work, to gather and to learn. And some use it as a place to gather for a massive party. This is my first festival, and I'm sure it won't be my last. I'm looking forward to walking around and seeing a little bit of the Bengali culture, and perhaps just a little bit of cuisine as well. I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the organisers of this event. Thank you for bringing such a wonderful cultural and community event to the park once again. And thank you for inviting me here today. I look forward to a great 2017 festival and to many more to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig, for your inspiring speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Honourable Julia Finn, New South Wales Labour MP for Granville. Thank you.
And I'd like to wish everybody a very happy new year. New Zealand's going to be here for the 25th Boishakhi Mela, and I congratulate Sheikh Park and all the organisers for putting together this wonderful celebration and for keeping it going for 25 years, which is an incredible achievement. It's great to see so many of you here, but I also know that there are thousands more people outside who are going to have an absolutely fantastic day. And it is a very, very special occasion for the Bengali community. So it's wonderful to have you all coming together, and I wish you the best for the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Julia Finn. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to welcome Honourable Jeff Lee, MP, New South Wales Member for Parramatta.
Can I start off by wishing everybody a happy Boishakhi Mela. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Sheikh. You and your committee have done such a wonderful job. 25 years of sensational festivals. Can I congratulate the whole community for coming together. We're all Australians. We can celebrate our heritage. It's a wonderful country. Thank you for participating. Thank you for making Australia what it is. I'm Jeff Lee, MP for Parramatta, and it's an absolute honour and privilege to celebrate a belated New Year with you.
Thank you, Jeff. As always, you're so inspirational to us. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Honourable Jodie McKay, Member for Strathfield, New South Wales.
Hello everyone, and it's wonderful to be here. I'm going to be very brief. I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and pay my respects to elders past and present. I want to say how pleased I am to be here, and most of all I want to thank all of you for coming along for this wonderful New Year's celebration. To the Bangabandhu Council led by Sheikh, it is a credit to you and to your team that you are able to hold this each and every year. And of course at Sydney Olympic Park in this grand stadium. I hope you have a wonderful night, and thank you for the warm welcome that I've received in being here. So thank you.
Thank you, Jodie. Jodie and Jeff both attended our inauguration program when we did our 25th anniversary inauguration program back in last year in University of New South Wales, and thank you again today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honourable Daniel Mookie, New South Wales Labor MLC.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me here tonight. I also want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I also want to pay respect to the Council, now having its 25th Mela and its 11th or 12th here at the ANZ Stadium. This event every year has special connection to me and my family. My grandfather was a participant in the 1971 Liberation War for Bangladeshi independence. Vividly, he told me the stories of his tales and the participation he had in that campaign. So every year when I come here, this is my second in a row, I use it as an opportunity to remember his service, as well as the service of all the people who fought for Bangladeshi freedom. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to seeing you again next year.
Thank you, Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senator Sam Destiari, Labor Senator of New South Wales.
Look, thank you so much for having us here today. And all I want to say is this is what makes Australia great. People come here with their culture, with their language, with their food, and by bringing all these different cultures together, we make Australia a better place. Now, none of you have come here to hear more speeches from politicians, so I'll leave it at that and just say thank you so much for having us.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Sam. I just wanted to say, guys, I did not give any warning that you guys are taking too long, so you guys can speak a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honourable Ray Williams MP, Minister for Multiculturalism and Minister for Disability Services.
Shavul Nabu Posho.
Sheikh Shamim al-Haq, President of the Bangabandhu Council of Australia, your executive, your directors, special guest Craig Moore, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the Bangladeshi community of Australia who are represented here today, can I say what a wonderful privilege it is to be here celebrating your 25th anniversary here in Australia. We are halfway to a half century for all of those cricket-loving fans, which I know you all are. But can I just say on behalf of the Bangabandhu Council Australia, who every year donate so much money from what is raised tonight here to worthy causes, whether it is to Westmead Children's Hospital, to Randwick Children's Hospital, but importantly on behalf of important cancer research into breast cancer and other important issues affecting our society. Thank you for your warmth, your generosity and your support, because your funding that you raise here tonight is going to support so many communities in need. Have a wonderful Boishakhi Mela. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray, for your valuable speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the High Commissioner of Fiji, His Excellency Yogesh Punja, on stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and happy Boishakhi. I am always privileged to be here with your ambassador, your High Commissioner from Bangladesh, because we have built a fantastic relationship. One of these events has been the sharing of cricket, a match that Fijians and Bangladeshis, along with the other mates of ours in Sydney, are sharing all the time. I know that many of you have had the opportunity to meet our Fijian diaspora, because we got over 60,000 Fijians in New South Wales alone. A total of 80,000, but 60,000 in New South Wales, so you have probably had encounters with them. I want to wish all of you a fantastic Boishakhi and a Happy New Year and a 25th anniversary. Thank you so much.
Thank you, His Excellency Yogesh Punja. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Honourable Matt Thistlethwaite, Federal Member for Kingsford. He is representing the Opposition Leader, Honourable Bill Shorten.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Bill Shorten, the leader of the Federal Labor Party, can I sincerely thank you and congratulate you for continuing to organise this wonderful celebration of Bengali heritage and culture, and of course multiculturalism in Australia. For 25 years, the Bangabandhu Council has been bringing the community together to highlight and showcase the dance, the food, the dress, the heritage of the Bengali people. And for all of those 25 years, Sheikh Hawk has been involved in the organisation of this event, and that deserves our praise and credit. Bangabandhu, of course, means friend of Bengal, and as you can see from the organisations represented on the stage here tonight and the number of people out the back, there are many friends of the Bengali community in Australia, and I'm very, very blessed to represent an electorate that has a very active and vibrant Bengali community. And only last week we were together at Mascot Public School with the local Bangladeshi community raising money for cancer research, and it's a great demonstration of the philanthropy and the contribution of the Bengali people. Thank you so much for having me here. Shubha Navabashu.
Thank you, Matt, for your inspiring speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call Honourable Craig Kelly, MP, Member for Hughes, New South Wales.
Good evening. It's a great pleasure to be here with you tonight and to join in these New Year celebrations. I'd like to say a special Happy New Year to the people of my community from the suburbs of Wattle Grove, Holsworthy, Hammondville and Moorebank, and throughout my great electorate of Hughes. New Year's a time we can sit back and look at our successes of the past and look to the future. We can look to the successes of the past, about the great success the Bangladeshi community has had here in Australia. We can look to the nation of Bangladesh to see the great increases in prosperity that they have had over recent years, especially in their cricket team, which I look forward that they come to Australia in the years ahead to challenge Australia on the cricket field. And as we look forward, we say thank you to the wonderful country that we live in, the wonderful multicultural society we are. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you all.
Thank you, Honourable Craig Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honourable Craig Lundy. He is going to represent Prime Minister of Australia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's an honour to be here tonight representing the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister wanted me to pass on to all of you, Shavu Nabu Bashu. Happy New Year. Shake Hak to you and the Bangabangdu Council, not just your committee this year, but over the past 25. My heartfelt congratulations on bringing the community together and celebrating your magnificent culture. You've heard from all my distinguished parliamentary colleagues on the stage tonight. My story is no different than theirs, except I just wanted to say a very special thank you to the parents. We got a look backstage of some of the performers. And it's not just for the rehearsal time, the work behind the costumes, which look magnificent. I'm sure it has taken you hours and hours and hours to get ready for tonight. But more importantly than that, it is for passing your culture on to your children. Because one day these amazing young performers on this stage will be the elders of your community, and it will be their responsibility to pass your family's stories, its struggles, its trials, its tribulations and successes to their grandchildren, as well as your amazing culture, because it is far too important to lose from the Australian multicultural landscape. Thank you and Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you, Honourable Craig Lundy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of this beautiful segment that we just had with our honourable and distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, our final speaker for tonight would be the President of Bangabandhu Council Australia, Mr. Sheikh Haq. Thank you.
His Excellency, Honourable Member of the Parliament, Honourable Senators, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Bangabandhu Council Australia and the entire Bengali community, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all of you for joining this grand Bengali New Year celebration here in ANZ Stadium. As you all know, this year is a very special year for the entire Bengali community as they are celebrating the 25th anniversary of this event. We all knew before that this is the biggest Bengali New Year celebration anywhere in the world outside Bangladesh. But this time, the Bengali Australians once again made history in the world outside Bangladesh by celebrating the silver jubilee of this event. Over the last 25 years, it has grown from a seed to a mammoth tree. This event moved into a complete new level and to a new dimension since 2006 when it moved to Sydney Olympic Park. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Sydney Olympic Park Authority SOPA for hosting this event in Olympic Park. The amount of support and help from SOPA during all last 12 years is simply incredible. Without their support, help, assistance, and guidance, it would be hard for this event to grow such a large scale. BCA is immensely proud not only to initiate the festival in 1993, but also keep on working consistently to make it bigger, better, colorful, inclusive in every successive year by adding newer concepts, styles of presentation, cultural diversity, and many more. BCA has been able to unite the entire Bengali Australian community under its banner in a single event. This has been possible through the consistent effort, planning, talent, determination, commitment, and professionalism of the hard-working team of our organization. And distinguished guests and members, the members of BCA are all working as volunteers. I personally feel immensely privileged and honored to be a part of all these 25 years of this long journey. During this long time, I have been humbled by the support, cooperation, and love extended by the people of my community. I look forward to continue working with my community in future years to come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, honorable guests, once again, and wish you a very Shubho Novo Varsho.